On guys, so today I'm going to show you how to do this little American flag mod on your first generation Ford Raptor. You see right here the American flag behind the SVT. I know this is backwards. I'm actually going to I got the correct direction of the correct orientation for the flag cut out. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to go ahead and install this. Alright, so installation is pretty straightforward here. So what you're going to get in the kit I send you is two flags, one for the driver and one for the passenger. You're going to need some painter's tape or masking tape, preferably a pry tool, but if you don't have a pry tool, you can also get it off with like a flathead screwdriver with some tape at the end, or you know, a plastic paint scraper, basically anything that you can get underneath a piece of trim and pull up without scratching anything. A little pair of scissors, some window cleaner or degreaser cleaner, whatever, and a rag. That's all you're going to need. So I'll show you guys how to install it. Alright, on this next step here is where you're going to use your painter's tape here. So you're going to take your painter's tape, cut off a piece, and put it right here along the trim, so then you can slide your little pry tool underneath of it. And then we're just going to slide it under here, and there's two clips here. You just pry it outwards and it'll pop right out, and then you pull towards the back of the truck and it'll just slide out. And as you can see, there's just two clips here, and then here's where you stick your decal. Now, since obviously I've already done this, how I figured out where to place the decal the first time around is you'll pop your vent off, and you will you'll see a little outline of dirt from where it said SVT. So what you'll do is then go ahead and you'll take a little Sharpie or a pen, or I mean, you could even mark it with tape if you needed to. But basically what you're going to do is just put a little dot at the top corner of where the dirt line was for the SVT, and then you'll put a dot at the bottom corner of where the SVT was. So then you're going to know exactly, you know, the top of it needs to line up perfectly with that little dot there, and then the bottom of it needs to line up perfectly with this little dot here. Next, you'll go ahead and peel off the transfer paper from the decal, but leaving the decal on the wax paper. So this is what it'll look like, and this is where the scissors will come into play. I made these decals a little big just because you can play around with it and see how exactly, you know, you want it showing through. Do you want just half? Because now you could have half stars and stripes, or you could put it up a little bit, you know, so it just exposes a little, or you can move it over, you know, if you just want stars like right there. So then all you're going to do is, say you get it in the place that you want it right here, you just flip it over, and then you'll just cut the decal to size to fit the SVT cutout. So I'm going to go ahead and do that then. Alright, so I got it cut out to exactly how I want it. For me personally, I just want the stars right at the top of the T. So that's how I want it in mine. So here it is. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the truck now. Okay, so now what I did was I just lightly just stuck it on there. I didn't get the air bubbles out or anything yet. So all I did is just lightly put it on there. Then I'll take my trim, and sorry, it's kind of hard to do this here with one hand. So I popped it in, and as you can see, the stars need to come over just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and take it back off and move the sticker over a little. Okay, so I went ahead and I just peeled it off because I barely just stuck it on there again. So I peeled it off, moved it over a little bit, and stuck it back on, and it's exactly where I want it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the trim piece back off. And now that it's back off, I'm going to go ahead and just get a pair of scissors and cut just a little bit off this edge here so it doesn't stick out, and then I'll probably just trim this little flap here, and then I'll push it down against the surface, and it should be good to go. Okay, I just finished trimming it, so now we're done. we did one side to make sure it's good, and push down against there, and then you go ahead and remove your piece of tape here, and then you will pop your emblem back in, and you are done. So that's how you install that little American flag decal I sent you. Hopefully you guys get it figured out and don't have any problems. If you do, just go ahead and message me. Yep. Thanks guys. God bless.